Luke Skywalker's basically changes sizes and can be massive. That's just ridiculous. This one's ridiculous. Is right-wing propaganda. This is The Last Jedi as well. That's a C. I don't think that was that good. Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be ranking on a tier list the film fan theories from my Film Fan Theories Iceberg explained video. Got my cheeky little iced coffee here. I gotta take the spoon out, and I don't want to be making loads of noise when we're doing this. So this is my third attempt at this. Second proper attempt. Got through almost the whole thing, but everything was just being shit. Oh yeah, I've got to take those off. Almost got myself there, didn't I? So yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. I just need to look back at that. A bit shit with those on, to be honest. So first one is Breakfast Club is in purgatory. Just straight S tier. Very good theory. Love the theory. I think it has lots of grounds to be true. Joker's a war vet. Watched the Zavi video about this being one of the parts of his origin. Really love that. Great theory. Hush is Riddler. So many design choices point to that. And I just love the Batman. I'm going to be a bit cognizant of the fact that I will put things in A tier, or will put the Batman things higher, so I'm going to put them a little bit lower, if that makes sense, because I love Batman. And then this one, we'll call this one Danny is Abused, Danny's Abused theory. That one's really good, lots of deep evidence of that. Jack is a time traveler, that goes C, it's alright. You guys know how I feel about Titanic. Yeah, I'm going to leave it as a C for now. This is The Last Jedi, is about sex, that's it, because that's C. That's a C. I don't think that one's that good. This one, the aliens from Signs of Demons, that is a very interesting one. I'm going to put that in B tier. Aladdin is post-apocalyptic future. Love that one. Love recontextualizing cartoons, kid stuff. This guy from Castaway is in a reality TV show, Truman's Show style. I'm going to put that in B tier. I think it's pretty good, but not the best. This one's ridiculous. Angry Birds is a right-wing propaganda. It's just it's just ridiculous. Wall-E is evil, and basically it's almost kind of like saying he wants to get rid of humanity. That's a really good one. I'm gonna put that A tier. There's lots of grounds for that being true. Because of Eve, obviously, there's lots of biblical talk and characters and stuff. Such. Michael Keaton's Batman as Beetlejuice is that's a C1 just because of the validity of it. Boba Fett killed Luke's aunt and uncle, let's just say that. That's a B tier. That's a low B. Because it's not too ridiculous and it has a lot of grounds to be true again. I'm not basing these just on like if they're true or not. I'm basing them on, how they recontextualize the piece of media, how accurate they could be, and how just exciting fun they are, and also kind of how classic they are as well. Some of them you just kind of have to put a bit higher because there's such classic good theories, like the Breakfast Club one, the Shining one later on as well. Blank is a scroll. That's a low C. I'll put that in D, high D. Bruce Campbell is Mysterio from the Raimi movies. That's an A. That's a good one. This James Bond one I'm quite unsure about because there's a few. There's another James Bond one as well. We're going to leave that there for now. Drag Me Tell is about Christian's eating disorder. That's a mid B, I think. That's a good one. Really good recontextualization of that film, although I've not seen it, but I know the plot, obviously. This film, Machete, started a race war. It didn't start a race war, so that's I'm gonna be nice on that and give it a low C. Kermit the Frog did a certain event. Let's put that as, that's too funny. That needs to be a B. I'm sorry. Luke Skywalker's basically changes sizes and can be massive. That's just fucking ridiculous. Bruce's named Avengers, not Batman. That's actually perfect. Is low A is actually really good for that. It's really good, but it's not too mind-blowing. Dr. Brown is suicidal. This actually makes sense for a lot of the films, especially the first one, I'd say. Frozen, basically Frozen is about what's his name, Walt Disney's Frozen head. That's a classic. That's gonna go mid B, I think I'll put that actually higher B. Calvin and Hobbes and Fight Club are basically the same thing, or they're about the same thing. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna give that a low B for now. And then obviously Rick Deckard is a replicant. That's a really good one. I'll put it in high A. I'll put it back a little bit. It's just a bit too basic, but a very, very classic one, so that has to be pretty high, I think. And then obviously what's her name from Greece is dead. Yeah, not much more to say about that one. Low B, it's good. This guy from Groundhog Day is the devil, and he basically knows about the cycles. Yeah, mid B. I like that one. I like that one, but it's not got too much. Why is he the devil? Why can't he be like God, for example, right? I mean, he does mess him up, mess with him, but why does he have to be that character? Is kind of my thing. It's kind of like the everything was a dream, purgatory theory, but that one is good. That's actually a really good theory, so we're gonna leave that one there. But it can be overdone a bit. Bo is set inside his dying mind. That is a damn good one. I'll put that high A. I'm going to put that in high A. Right there. Might end up putting that in S later. The engineer in Prometheus is Jesus. High C, okay? You know what I mean? James Bond is Time Lord. Yeah, let's put that high D, I think. This guy is James Bond, so what? Kind of thing. That's right next to Titanic in that one. Mary Poppins, that's going to go actually a bit ahead of them. I'll put that here, a little bit ahead of those. And the good old B tier, a little bit higher up. This guy was the kid from So What? You know what I mean? From Jurassic Park 1, Chris Pratt's character. Okay, and again, it needs to be interesting. I'm not saying these aren't interesting, but in terms of like how they like, whoa, it's not that. How they sort of recontextualize everything. It's not that good. This is gonna go right here. Actually, I'm gonna put it a bit ahead. Put it ahead of James Bond as well, because this is just very interesting and funny and cool. Michael Myers is a cyborg. That is, by the way, Home Alone. Kid from Home Alone is Jigsaw from Saw. Michael Myers is a cyborg. Once again, it's not got that's like, I'd say that's like just about the same level of the Michael Keaton Batman as Beetlejuice one. The Shining is about the moon landing. I'm going to put that with... Actually, I'm going to put the Beau is Afraid one a bit further up, because that is a really good one. I'm going to put the Aladdin one a bit further down, actually. I'm going to put it low A, the Aladdin one. Nemo's Dead. That's a good low A. Far From Home is about school shootings. That is a very scary one. I'm going to put that one right here. High A. Left-wing propaganda. Yeah, that's a high D. That's just stupid, that one. It's ridiculous. Fiona is a cannibal. Let's go there. Middle B with that. Jason Todd is Joker. Love Jason Todd too much. He's got to be up there. I bet he's got to be in B tier. Wizard of Oz syncing with Dark Side of the Moon. That one's insane. That one has to be high up because that's just insane, the coincidence of that. Cobb's wedding ring is a totem. Like, once again, so what? It's not that mind-blowing. Then Robocop is Jesus. Again, I'd say that's a bit higher up because you've got the death rebirth allegory. E.T. is an alien from Star Wars. It's true, we see him in there, but it's not that good, so I want to put a high C. The redesign was on purpose. That's a low B. It was pretty good, pretty interesting that it could be on purpose, but it's not that good. Oh yeah, Iron Man 2, he is Peter Parker. That's gonna go mid B. I'm gonna do the Tarantino one first. That's gonna be a high B, I'd say. That is a really good one. Now put it top B. And then the ghost sightings one, mid B. No, I'll put it at sort of low B. Just because it's just that one specifically is not true and just a bit stupid. Alien is in the Blade Runner universe. That has got to be at a low A. That's just the exact spot where I put it. I mean, it's so cool. Us is about class division. Didn't really vibe with this film. I didn't think it was as good as Get Out, but it's still an interesting theory. So I got to put it on a little bit high up. Willy Wonka is is a serial killer. That's gonna go low A because that is just really fascinating one. In fact, I'm gonna put Nemo down a bit just to accentuate that. And then there's the Matrix one, which is that the Matrix, the fake world is actually the real world, or sorry, the real world is still fake. Basically, quite like that one. That's gonna be high C. This one is James Bond as a code name. Okay, that's a low C. Yeah, I just find that not very interesting. Paul Dano dies at the beginning of Swiss Army Man. That's going to be mid B. So here it is, everybody. I think that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. I think that one needs to go a bit lower and put that lower. But apart from that, E.T. put that low B. Quite happy with that actually. I think, yeah, I'm going to put some in S. These need to go in S. And the Shining one, they just kinda... No, I don't think it's... I think it's a bit silly. So I think that's a really good tier list there, guys. So yeah, I'm going to be starting a new Iceberg series soon on weird and obscure films. So look out for that, and look at my links below. I'm writing articles about films I watch, and I'm just doing loads and loads of stuff, so just check it out below. Thank you guys so much for the comments. Had some really nice comments, so I really appreciate that. It's been really nice, so thank you to everyone who's left some very constructive and nice and cool comments. So yeah, I'll see you guys out there. I guess I'll see you guys out there neon hunting. Neon hunting, huh? Bloody hell, you bloody neon hunting.